Is it?
Yes, it is one take.
Are we live?
We're live.
From Tuesday night.
All right.
Tuesday night, but it's going to air on Wednesday night following the Hump Day happy hour.
Yeah, somebody's got to leave early.
Beautiful Lake Norris behind us.
Yep.
Dandridge, Tennessee.
Yes.
Douglas Lake. Sorry, not Norris Lake. Douglas Lake.
Douglas Lake.
Yep.
Dandridge,
Lake.
Tennessee. Post PNB.
Yeah, we're recovering.
Recovered.
Much
Slept
Still
in. Got some
tired.
good food.
Still catching up.
Still blowing dirt out of my nose. My lungs still hurt from the nitro fumes.
Yeah. Overall, it was a
Speak up,
nicely
Robert.
ran place.
Speak up, Robert.
I am speaking up. But overall, it was a great race. Great opportunity to meet a lot of different people. I met a couple track designers, and I also met Dave there that ran the place. It was great to catch up with them for a short time I spoke with them. I greatly appreciate it because those guys are busy.
Yeah.
Those guys are running their asses off. But overall, the event was great. Weather sucked, but didn't matter. We were indoors for the most part.
Yeah, but we did have a 70-degree Sunday was beautiful.
Sunday was really nice.
Saturday was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice. We were
It was
pitting
nice,
in
but
the
it was cold.
pitting in the horse stables.
Yeah. That was when Dennis told me that. I thought he's messing with me, and then I found out that it's for real. So
Yeah, it's not too bad, the horse stables, but
but the
cold.
good thing is that at the end of the night, you just slide the door shut and you lock it and you walk away. No worries, whatsoever. So pretty cool.
This was my 8th time.
Yep, Pete is
Eighth
the
time.
elderman. He was so gracious as to invite us to the camping spot after the race.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful place here.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
I mean, what you're seeing on the screen doesn't do it justice for what this place is.
Yeah.
And there's like every third
You could
space.
see the Smoky Mountain right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right there.
Yeah. If you look
If you look
closely,
right there, that's my new house. Right there.
But we're in what's it called?
Dandridge, Tennessee, anchored down at the
There you
campground.
go.
Yeah, it's
Anchor
only
down.
like maybe
RV.
22 miles from PNB, a little further away from like down 81 South. So it was nice that it wasn't like a couple hour drive after PNB. We packed up. I think Pete left at 11 in the morning on Monday, and me and Samoji, we left around noon.
Yeah, not far behind.
Stopped, got fuel, and did what we have to do for make sure we have our trucks filled up so we can run into town and enjoy some good food and fun and so forth. But overall, P&B watched the fire. Oh boy. So it's going to set themselves on fire. But P&B was overall great experience. I understand why they call it Psycho Nitro, because, man, by the end of that thing, you were freaking nuts.
You're working on a little bit of sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Rob, so Rob, I left my house Tuesday night from Oak Ridge, New Jersey at 7:30 p.m. I got to where I store the motorhome in Lenhartsville, just west of Allentown. By 9:30, I was on the road. By 11:30, after packing, and I cruised to a Cracker Barrel, like, an hour and a half. So, the Samojis met us, Elena and I, at the Cracker Barrel at like 7:30 in the morning.
Yep. Just time to get some
we
breakfast.
had breakfast, and then we got on the road.
Shopping?
And lots of, we had rain in the beginning, and then we had a lot of wind.
Mm-hmm.
Only on one part, though, which was good, because you didn't have to worry about creeping up on you, scaring you. But
So
the
I
one part
left-
that we were in, it was pretty hairy.
We left on Wednesday, 11:30 in the morning. It pouring rain all the way maybe to like by Cabela's, Hamburg, and then it was just overcast. It wasn't too bad, but then when we got to Virginia, the sun came out and the wind picked up, and it was pretty hairy a couple of times. We arrived at the arena at 11:30 at night, and it was sleeting.
Yeah, because I called them up. I was like, hey, I hate to be the spoiler, but I'd much rather have you be mad at me and get here safe. there you might want to think of maybe just pulling over for a while because the ice and the
We
sleet
weren't that
was
far away
bad.
at that point, maybe 40 miles.
Yeah.
Maybe 30, 40 miles. But we got there. I backed it in the spot, plugged it in, and we went right to sleep.
Yeah,
Next morning, I set the camper up.
But the thing is, we all
Then
got
we went
here
to the
safely.
Waffle House.
Yeah, Waffle House is now a tradition as
Yep.
well. This is the second year at PMB for me, and last year the Margles were gracious enough to take me with them to the Waffle House.
Yes.
And the girls sat at one table and boys sat at
that's
another.
right.
And when the waitress came with the check, we sent the check over to the girls' table.
But then they sent both checks back to ours.
Yep.
Oh, it's
I
hilarious.
was ready to pay mine. I was ready to pay the ladies.
The wives are off screen here, sitting by the fireplace. Just
So
you hear that background noise there.
it was nice. They didn't have the practice didn't start till Friday. So it was nice that you had Thursday to set up your pit. You had a little bit of time to get the last few things ready for your cars.
That's when you got to be able to hang out with people and talk.
We went out to dinner that night because we
that's
knew
right.
we would have the time.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them. How many was it? 12?
Yeah, we had a whole bunch.
Johnny DeSanti
Yep.
was in.
Jack
and
Ivanchek and his son.
His son, his
Ivanchek,
kid,
yeah.
Evan Check,
Evan
Ivanchek,
Check,
Evan,
yeah.
whatever,
Jack,
sorry.
sorry if we got your name
Murdered
wrong,
your name.
but I know it's Evan. I'm pretty sure it's Evan Check.
His son
I think it's
Damon.
Evan Check.
Yep, Damon was there, and Jack is strange because he's always John Evanchek on
Oh, yeah.
Live RC.
Yeah.
Whenever you look for him, you look for John. So if you're ever looking for Jack, look for John. So,
Johnny.
so yeah, we had a good dinner,
Yep.
and then we went to sleep around midnight,
Yeah, something like that.
and we got up at that was the next day.
2 a.m.
Yeah, that was Friday.
Yeah,
So
that was
we
the
got
2 a.m.
up.
deal.
Yeah,
we
next
didn't really
day.
get up that early because
Yeah, because
we didn't do open practice from 7 to 10. We didn't do
Right.
that.
No.
6. No, I was
you-
I was at the first heat of practice at 6 a.m.
Well, first of all, wait. Dennis and I TQ'd registration.
yes,
I forgot about
yes.
that.
We were first two in line at registration
We had
with our
chairs.
chairs because we went an hour early.
Yep.
Oh, that was funny.
That was another Margle experience.
That was
uh,
funny.
You know,
when I found
like,
you guys, I was laughing. I
it's
didn't know what the hell
experience
you
to
were
know
doing.
these things. you
Yep.
know.
Yep.
The
line's
Because
a
there was
mile
a
long.
long. There was a long.
So speaking
line.
of practice starting, obviously I didn't race. I helped these guys out with pitting and all and stuff. But what do you think of the block practice? I mean,
So
is that a keeper or is that a no go?
the line was still there was still a line, but I mean after our block was over, we had from 1:30 till 8 o'clock
yeah.
to
So
really just hang out and really do anything that we
Right.
wanted to do.
so the block
Which-
practice how it worked was open practice from 6 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Then they had track maintenance. Then so sportsman class. If you're in any sportsman class. So if you're in one sportsman class, you're in all sportsman class.
All levels.
So yeah, so you had practice from 10 to 1:30 in the afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
and then intermediate practice from
That was
they had
pro.
or pro, yeah,
Pro.
from 2 to 4. They had a half hour track
They
maintenance
had
from 2 to 4.
much less entries than
Yep.
the sports
They had like
class.
24 or
Yeah.
something like that.
Right.
And then they had, and then intermediate was from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah.
Then it was open practice from 8 p.m. to 5:30 a.m.
5:30 a.m.
And so I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked it.
We
I mean,
we
did-
opted. So we found out the next morning because the heat sheets were posted that the sportsman class, which we were in, were going to be up first in the program.
Yeah.
So we opted to go to sleep about 8 o'clock.
Yeah, well, I got to sleep. at
Well,
midnight.
But that
Yeah.
we had dinner that
didn't
night.
sleep that
we
night
made,
either.
we stayed in. We stayed in and made dinner. We opted to go to sleep early and woke up at 2 in the morning.
Right.
And we just stayed up from 2 in the morning.
Till 6, right?
all the way through.
Well, qualifying
Right,
started
but I
at
mean,
6.
it stopped at 6, but then
Qualifying started at 6.
right.
And then I know I was like in race 5 or 7 or something like that.
I forgot all the numbers.
And then by 9:30, quarter to 10, we were done until the next round, which was like 8 hours later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked even the practice schedule doing it in blocks because I didn't have to worry about like all day long trying to like get on a long line to wait. I mean, the line was probably 4 driver stands. So it's a big driver stand. There's 18 there that they put up on the stand. So
Just 5
even though
minutes.
the line looks really long.
5 minutes
It's
practice.
5 minutes.
And they were
session,
quick with
so-
it too. You
You stood online maybe 15, 20 minutes.
yeah.
If that.
I mean, you would think like, oh my God, it's going to take an hour, but it was really like maybe 4 sessions. You were at the tail end of the line. You were on the driver's
Yeah, because there was a guy down in front. I saw him. I was watching him. They were counting 18 guys. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
this is where it's cut off. Next thing, and he went down the line, and you knew where you stood. So you
And they
knew.
gave you
Yeah,
wristbands
they gave
to
you
know
wristbands.
what block you were in, and they checked them at the bottom of the ramp
Yep.
to make sure you weren't getting into a block that you weren't supposed to be in.
They had a lanyard too that you wore, and so we practiced from 2 in the morning straight through to 5:30. We were like one of the last
Yep.
on the track at 5:30, and then 6 a.m. started qualifying.
The last hour though of 4:30 to 5:30 got picked up a little bit because you had some of the people that were going to race in the heat first.
Right,
They
they
came
came out.
in and got like
Because that's the
couple.
closest that the track is going to be to
Right,
their
right.
qualifying.
So they were able to come
Yeah.
out and get a couple laps of practice, and they just walked off then and then waited for the heat. So those guys actually made out the best,
Yeah.
whatever group that was. But yeah, that was good. Good thing
So we got to. Then I got like 4 hours of sleep after the first round. Got up for the second round, and we were done by 8 o'clock because they did all that block of sportsmen first. 8 p.m. Then what do we have? We had dinner at my place that night, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two nights we had dinner
2 nights.
over here.
2 nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the ladies for taking care of us,
Keeping us fed.
Yeah, they
Oh,
kept
yeah,
us
we
well
like
fed, kept us warm. Cheers. But you know, anything we wanted, needed, they had it for us, and stuff that we know we didn't need, they had there for us. So thank you. We love you, girls. So you know, the girls actually had a good time. I guess they're going to do their own show or something. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna get them up here. They're gonna do their own thing. We'll get whatever we can out of them. So
So
that sound
so that's it. We
Yeah.
posted the mains at like 1:30 in the
Yeah,
morning
yeah.
Saturday
Oh,
night.
wait. We're in the means. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I got something after the means, but go ahead.
Oh, so 1:30 in the morning they posted the mains. I was like half asleep. Dennis texted me. Did they post them yet? And then
Yeah, I
2
kept
seconds later,
refreshing.
they're up. You know.
I don't know if anybody can identify with waiting for the mains to post. So you got live RC up, and you just keep, and it says qualifying round 1, qualifying round 2. So I just kept hitting the refresh button. Every 10 seconds I'm hitting the refresh, but for like an hour it's driving me crazy.
Yeah, that would
Soon as
drive
I
me
text-
crazy. You doing it every
Yeah.
10 seconds too.
As soon as I
mean,
texted Pete, are they going to post them? Do you know when? All of a sudden they,
They all
they
came up.
popped up.
I was
Why are you
I was
texting
half
me?
sleeping.
Why were you texting me? But I got some cool shots. We got to figure out a way to get some pictures and some video of it
Yeah.
somehow. Maybe we could just pay.
We have
We're-
some editing skills one of these
Yeah.
days, but this is like an unedited thing. so-
Exactly. This is just live and raw, right?
Yep.
But anyway, they're all over
So,
there
I
laughing.
mean, last year I had some lower mains Saturday night. They didn't run any lower mains Saturday night this year. They had 940 entries.
Yeah,
940
9,
entries.
20, 920, 940,
Yeah,
somewhere in that
somewhere,
area.
So I was glad that I made 2 C mains and a B main.
Yep.
And I didn't have my first class. I mean, not my first class. My first.
You got no class.
Wow.
I hope that everybody heard that. I got the wives are heckling us. on
Yeah.
the thing,
Man, we
This
just
is something
praised
to-
them too.
For the record,
we just
for the
give them
record,
praise, and now they're
for-
heckling us.
For the record, I won't name one of the 3 that said it, but said he has no class. I'll leave it at that.
So yeah, I did. This year, I think my first race was 32. I had 32, 34, and 42.
Mine were 27,
30.
30, and 42.
Yep.
2 buggies, e-buggy, nitro buggy, both D mains. Now, it may not sound like a good qualifying effort, but mind you, there was over 150 nitro buggies and almost 200 sportsman e-buggies.
Yeah.
So that went all the way down to the J main.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
pretty
mean,
interesting.
you hear D main and you're like, oh, that wasn't really that great,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
no, that's pretty
but
good, actually.
honestly, having that many people,
Yep.
it's not that bad. Qualified B main nitro truck.
So what,
Yeah,
what
me
was your
too.
what was your best accomplishment this weekend?
Nitro Truggy B main.
And
That's
yourself?
what beat you on.
Beating Dennis in the nitro trucky B main.
Listen,
Because he was talking smack. He wanted to bet a steak dinner,
Oh,
and I
man.
was not betting on myself because I wasn't confident enough. But I got through traffic. I finished fourth.
Listen,
And-
all weekend long this went on. I was the third. I felt like the third wheel. I was like all weekend long. I mean, they were like little kids, just like
this is
taunting each other.
But he started it.
See, now you saw it. Now you just saw it.
He started
You saw it.
I wasn't saying anything about the race up to the race, and Dennis was like, "Oh, you want to put a wager on the race?" And I was like,
listen, we're not going to say what the wager
hope
is.
that-
We
I
won't
kinda
say.
hope that one.
We were going to bet a steak dinner, but we agreed on a different wager.
You can't tell. You
I
can't
know,
say.
we're not going to
Yeah,
see.
you
You're
can't
just going to
say.
have to. You'll
Yeah,
know when
you'll
you
know.
see
You'll
me at
know.
LCRC. What day? Is it qualifying day? I got to wear
I
that?
haven't figured that out yet. I haven't even figured out what we're doing yet.
Probably. Well, you know what we got to do.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that's enough time to get that together
Yeah?
before the opener.
Oh, we'll get it done.
Oh,
Nah.
Danielle's going to get it done. So I'm going to wear the. You'll
Now you
see
gave
when
it away.
When you see me on Saturday, you'll understand what the bet was.
It was definitely. What was your? What if you could pick one thing? What would you like to see changed for the better? I know it's
The
kind of putting you
PMB?
on. Yeah, I know it's putting you on the fence type thing, but
Jeez, I really don't know.
Well, I could
what
tell you
things
one.
I
are
could tell
done.
you one thing too.
ventilation.
100%.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
exactly
Ventilation.
what I was gonna say.
Because
I don't
I'll
know
tell
if
you,
it's doable. They do have big fans on both sides
They
of
had
the
the
arena.
fans going, but the problem was they needed to open the doors. And later on Sunday afternoon, they were like, "Oh, let's open up doors," and then they started opening
So
up the
they
doors.
normally did
and it
have the
cleared
doors
out.
open in years past, but it got so cold in
Yeah,
there.
it was cold.
Or Larry.
It was like 30 degrees at night.
Yes.
It was crazy because I mean, when you were watching the cars on the track, you couldn't tell what driver was who because it was so cloudy looking across the track.
Yeah.
It was.
I did
crazy.
notice at night it's better in there than during the
Yeah,
daytime, though.
maybe that has something to do with the sunlight coming through the windows or something.
Exactly.
You know, but yeah, who knows?
I got the.
But that was my biggest complaint. Do you have a second one, maybe?
I do.
Just
Okay,
have your own
Danielle's
Danielle
going
has a
off
complaint.
camera.
no, they have their own.
Something
show.
they could do better.
They have their own.
But-
When they did the Thursday starting practice,
They didn't staff practice on Thursday.
what did they do a couple of years ago?
Well, okay, so in years past, P&B used to be a 4-day event with 36 hours of open practice.
Okay.
It started
But they would
Thursday
start
afternoon.
qualifier on Friday.
Not in the first years, but there have been
But it ran
one
towards
year that they
the-
did have so many entries. Yes, that they did do one qualifier on Friday, but they only did that once.
because the entries were.
But the entries count was low that year because people didn't want to take another day off, an earlier day travel, pay for another hotel for one more night.
But they do it for Silver State.
Or so that, but that's somebody else promoting the race.
They can't hear her.
So
Maybe they can.
Probably not.
Silver State, DNC, they're two totally different things, and it's. I'm not saying they couldn't do it, but he saw the effects of doing it like that, and he had like 400 less entries from the previous year. So he went back to a 3-day format.
So, what was your best car for the weekend? No matter where you finished. I'm just talking about overall.
I really enjoyed driving my Nitro buggy because I haven't run it in a while. But the best driving car of the weekend was the truck, for sure.
Good. Dennis?
Nitro Truggy.
Yeah.
But I don't know if adrenaline got the best of me when it came down to the mains, but I drove
Dennis,
my.
Dennis, landing on top of people usually doesn't help.
Well, there was no way I could see what was on the other side.
Honestly,
of
I'd
the
like to change my answer. I think Nitro Buggy was my best because I started 4th, went to 1st, went to last in the first lap, came back to finish 5th with a 10-minute run, no pit stop.
Tell them what race number that you can find it on YouTube.
20, 30, race 30.
Race 30.
Race 30.
Yeah, so you can go back to race 30 and you can see that race.
You could see the very start of what happened
Yeah,
to him.
The melee.
And then my race was race 34 was Nitro Buggy C Main. I luckily shot through a gap of cars into 4th and then jumped the big jump into somebody that had crashed on the jump and ended up dead last. And
The guy was upside down, and Dennis just landed.
I landed right
flat-
into him, and
flat
there was,
on him.
and then the whole freight train of cars were coming over the 30-foot jump, and
The marshal kept running out,
he
going
kept
back,
running out,
going
the
out,
car-
coming back.
From my perspective on the driver's stand, this is what I saw, which it drove me crazy. What I saw was my car and another car right at the marshal's feet, and he looked down at the cars and then ran away. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then he came back right to the cars again, and he ran away again. And I didn't understand what was going on, because all I could see was the marshal and my cars. I didn't see the freight train of cars that were coming over the jump. So for about the first hour after the race, all I could tell is everybody how the marshal stood at the bottom of my car and ran away from my car. But now I understand exactly what happened. But I ended up out of the melee. I went into the melee in fourth and ended up dead last. And but my wife did blow me kisses from across. I was on the driver's stand going, and I was not embarrassed at all.
Anything in conclusion, maybe before we turn this over to our wives, how we got here? How long are we in here? I can't see the timer. Sorry.
I mean, for me,
21.
Oh,
P&B,
These youngs.
Oh, we're good.
P&B is one of those races. By the end of it, you wonder why you do it, but 2 days later, you're ready to come back next year.
40.
Yep.
Oh, you don't know how.
You know?
So when do we talk about the elephant in the room?
Yeah, the big pink and white polka dotted one.
Yeah.
I think we should leave that for a story for some of you to confess.
Okay.
We can use that as confessional.
Well, no, it'd be good for the girls can put that story out there.
Yeah.
Because we don't hold anything.
I'm not
back.
sure what the elephant in the room is.
No?
No, the big. Anyhow, so I
I guess
pitted.
you got to wait.
I
You
pitted
don't
with-
know? Yes, you do.
I pitted with
I
Steve
must have to be
Saychuk.
reminded.
Saychuk was my pit partner,
I felt bad.
and
He had a rough go.
yeah, he had a rough go.
I knew after his race, he came over. He goes, "Well, I'll see you later." I'm like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "Going home." I'm like, "You want to hang out?" He's like, "Nope, I'm done. I'm going home." I'm like, okay. I didn't want to say anything more at that point.
Yeah, Steve's a lot of fun though.
Yeah, he is.
He's definitely a lot of fun.
That's what
for
caught
a
me off
laugh.
guard. I was like, "Whoa."
I'll post some video of him and his hair. He was sleeping in the back of his pickup truck,
Yeah.
and he's got like a wood box built on the bed of his truck, and he's got heaters. So like, it was so cold in the pit stall that I said to. I had one of those heater heads that you put on the propane tank, like for your grill, and the girls were at Walmart.
I'm good. Thank you.
So I wasn't going to, I said, forget it. Steve said he has a heater. So Steve shows up Thursday night. The heater is like this big. And I'm like, go get but those things work pretty good. If you're pitting in like, especially like the opener, the first couple weeks at LCRC or like the September race, and it lasted like, I got more than a half a tank, and I burned that thing for many hours.
Those are nice.
Many hours I burned that thing.
I think it's nice. Yeah, we use a what the hell they call it? Torpedo jet thing. Those things are rocking.
Now the Margles know all the restaurants in Tennessee.
Oh my
Let me tell
goodness
you.
gracious.
Why don't you talk about the food? Because there's nothing like the food that.
Let's talk about where we ate breakfast this morning.
Well,
That's
how
all
about
I
we got to go with dinner?
Well,
We were here for the eclipse yesterday. So
and we didn't even see anything.
it didn't
I
even
think
get
this
dark.
ring light looks more like an eclipse than what we saw.
Yeah, you know the funny part is somebody probably way across the lake taking pictures like,
Yeah.
oh, look at this. Like some orbital thing going on.
So yeah, the eclipse was a bust.
Not
We're
good.
all standing out here. It didn't even get dark. It didn't even get eerie. It did nothing.
Yeah, well, no, but Jody did get sick.
But yeah,
And-
He
and
said some
Lane
people
got
got sick over the.
And Elena too. She had it.
Elena
Hey,
had.
not nice.
What do you mean not nice? It's just a fact. This is fact.
wait for your own show.
Podcast.
Wait for the.
This is our show.
One of your cigarettes now.
And the quiet in the peanut gallery over there.
Anyway, squirrel.
So last night we went to dinner. It was myself, my wife Danielle, and Dennis and his wife Elena.
Jody wasn't feeling
Jody
well.
wasn't feeling well, so they didn't come along.
So I
We went
stayed-
to a nice place called the Local Goat.
Yep.
Doesn't look like much. I mean, it's a nice place, but it doesn't look like the food would be that great because it kind of looks like a Buffalo Wild
Yeah,
Wings from the
yeah.
outside. But
That's what you're saying.
we've been there before, and we had great food.
Yeah.
So,
I thought they were going to eat local goat, and my wife and I
Local goat.
had a bad experience with goat meat one time.
no,
it was
no,
terrible.
We're not eating
What was
goat
that?
meat.
Kabul?
No, it was in Jamaica.
Afghanistan?
No,
Oh,
Jamaica,
Jamaica.
of all places. But yeah, we went over there and we had goat meat. We got really, really sick, and that's the first thing we thought you guys were going to
No.
eat was goat meat because
Oh, it's
the
really
name of the
good.
restaurant.
Oh my God!
because
You
the name of the
ever in
restaurant.
what town is that?
That's in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
You go to Pigeon Forge. Now the thing about this restaurant is everything they make. They make the buns.
To the ketchup.
Yeah, to the ketchup, they make everything, and the
From
food
scratch.
shows. Like I had a shrimp appetizer, like I
It's like
forget-
garlic?
Yeah, like it was really good. Big
Dennis
shrimp.
doesn't like shrimp.
I love shrimp.
I had a burger. It was
That
great.
guy will eat shrimp on anything.
I was gonna get the I was gonna get the. What did we get?
It was the Elvis.
fettuccine Rocco.
Yes.
Fettuccine Rocco was outstanding. But I saw on the menu they had the Elvis, and it was. I thought it was peanut butter, bananas,
Ugh.
Fried bananas on a
fried
burger.
bananas on a burger. I didn't
Nah,
realize it was
pass.
on a burger because I was gonna order both. But
You
then I realized
did order both, and
I
then
did,
you
but
realized it was a burger.
I realized it was a burger. I said that's a little bit too much because listen, as far as I'm concerned, I'll order 2 meals. I'm not going to
Hey,
eat both.
you
of
could have
them,
just not eaten the bun.
But I'm always figuring I'm going to bring back food.
Right.
You know, so I can get to taste 2 different things. But I don't know. Maybe I might. That sounds good. Peanut butter bananas.
On a burger?
I don't know. I
don't
like
think so.
my egg on the burger.
it was
but
good
that's
enough
about
They
it.
for
had
Elvis?
one there too as
Yeah.
as an egg on it.
Egg and guac is that's good stuff on it. Egg,
Then,
guac, and bacon and cheese.
We came back. We went to bed.
Yep.
I didn't sleep very well last night, so I'm hoping I'm gonna pass out tonight.
Yeah.
I was up pretty late.
Then we went to breakfast this morning.
Where's that?
was
Five
phenomenal.
Oaks Home Kitchen,
Yes, it was. No, home.
Home Farm or
Home
something.
Farm
I don't
Kitchen.
know. We've again, myself and Danielle have been there several times.
I've read about it. I've
Great
heard about it.
food.
You read about that place?
Yeah, it's been around since 1902,
My
1920 or
breakfast
something.
came on the top of a garbage can lid because it was huge. It was like this, and it had pancakes and grits and potatoes and eggs and country fried steak.
Was the grits separate from the rest?
It was in
a
its own little bowl.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
see.
and
I
shout out-
like grits. I got
Shout out
mine.
to our waitress if you stumble across it. She was great. She was awesome.
Except she talked too fast.
yeah, she did.
We
she
had
did,
to tell
she
her to
did.
slow down a little bit.
What was her name?
Could not compute.
Summer was her name.
And then,
Summer.
and just so
Thank
happens,
you.
she brought.
She was
She
great.
said, "You guys were in White Pine. Oh, we go to a hobby shop in White
Yeah,
Pine."
yeah.
And she said her boyfriend has like
No,
what?
was her boyfriend?
Her husband or her boyfriend
So-
got like 8 remote control
Yeah,
cars
so-
in a year. And then Rob proceeded to tell her that we're professional RC racers.
He did. He goes,
I don't know where it came from.
professionally."
I don't know where it came from. I didn't even know I said it, which is worse yet. Well, I am.
Oh,
I've
and
been drinking.
To
but-
backtrack a little bit, we learned a new word this week: totality.
Totality.
Dennis made
Elena-
that word up.
No, Elena learned a new word. She said totality. What is that?
No, I mean, I've never heard it before either.
No?
No,
Okay.
you made it up.
No,
it's not.
totality is-
They use
is
that
a-
with the solar
accounting.
eclipse.
Either
He
Don't worry.
totally. I can't even say it. Totality made it up.
Here, I'll use it in a sentence. I totally beat Margot 2 out of 3.
He did.
Classes.
Yeah, he did.
That's
Not
not.
where it
That's. I don't
counted.
think that's right.
But except I didn't bet
But,
on the other
but not the
classes.
race that he started talking smack about.
Dennis, I don't think that was a good sentence.
No, I didn't even say it right.
No,
But that's
neither did
okay. That's okay. This is
The
unedited.
totality of the store's income is XXX.
So after breakfast, we went to just a little local store, but behind it, like a general store. We went there.
Rob set the alarm off at the
Yeah,
That is a terrible design for emergency.
terrible design. The bar says in bright red, it says, "Do not open, alarm will sound."
Yeah.
And he pushed.
I saw him push the door, and he's like looking around for where the alarm's coming from.
I had no clue that
They had the what?
Yeah,
Turn the
no
music
clue.
off because of that.
They turned the music off in the store because of the alarm. It automatically
And
shuts
they-
the music off.
And then they let the alarm go for like
Yeah,
9
I
minutes.
know, it
Yep.
was terrible. Yeah, that was bad. Oh, Kevin, we found something for you to build at LCRC.
Oh, we
Oh, we
saw
didn't take a
Kevin.
picture,
We
did
saw
we?
Kevin at LCRC.
Yeah, that's
didn't we?
right.
We took
Remember
a
that?
picture of
Yeah,
the guy,
Kevin.
too.
By the way, Krista, we did see Kevin at P&B. Just
He must have
FYI.
snuck out on a private jet or
Yo,
something.
we
Even
we
though he
got a
was in
picture.
Manhattan.
We only got one, but we got one.
We got a picture. We'll show it. Where's my? Oh, that's my phone. We're using.
We're
Okay.
using your phone.
If I had my phone, I'd hold
Oh,
it
wait,
up to the
I don't know
screen,
if
but I took a
did we-
picture of
did we
him.
cross-
And unfortunately, today it just rained all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just stayed at the campground.
I got another 3.5 hours of sleep. I'm just starting to feel like I'm getting my rest back from that race. But I learned this year to get as much sleep as you can when you can get it. Pretty much did that, except for like at night. I was up 2 in the morning every night because I just can't sleep early.
got it.
You got it?
Yeah. Let's see if this works again. We did
Yeah.
this before. Oh wait, we gotta. There we go. Doesn't that look like Kevin in a way? Not great. He doesn't try for.
What is it, X-ray?
No, my
All right, enough.
my ego. Is that how it's pronounced? Like, yeah, something like that.
And then,
So then
we are.
you guys went to the knife store.
we went to the world's largest knife store.
Dennis wanted us to
Today.
buy him a 3,000. Was it?
It was he wanted us. I guess he would be
No, no,
considered.
no,
Is it considered a switchblade?
No, it's not. It's a jackknife, isn't it?
It's a switchblade, I think.
You wanted the one that
where
comes out
the
straight.
knife comes straight out of the handle. He
Yeah.
goes, if you find one for like $50,
Isn't that a jackson?
get it.
I don't know.
Well, we couldn't find anything for under 600. Yeah, like it's a shank.
Just say it.
Okay.
We
couldn't-
taste it.
Yeah, hi, sir. I'm looking for a Kershaw shank.
Yeah. So we went there. We went to the Lodge cast iron store.
Yeah.
Yeah, skillet.
Yep. There's a little tool store next door to that.
Yeah.
Where my wife bought a taser.
Nice.
I think
So
I'm
remember.
sleeping in the truck tonight.
No, you're not.
It needs to be charged, but
And
I think we should
then,
try it out. We gotta speak
oh,
for the live ends.
then we went to the Samojis and us. We went to the Tennessee Shine Company and
Yeah.
got our
Oh.
shine on.
Oh, yeah.
We
They got
sampled
boxes.
probably like 8 different ones, 7 different
I
ones.
had 9 for sure. I know.
9
Because I
for
counted
sure.
on mine.
And then we spent each a ton of money.
And,
And we come home, we got a box.
They
And
got
this
cardboard
isn't my
boxes.
first rodeo at Moonshine, coming home with boxes and rolling coolers full and stuff like that, because this happens every year.
Who was it?
Hundreds and hundreds of dollars on Moonshine.
Yeah, so we went to the Tennessee.
Sometimes it's for other people, though. It's not all for us. We're not alcoholics.
For free.
Ours is all for us.
Yeah, because alcoholism. That's called alcoholism.
And we bought more to them at just this one store. That's all.
Yeah, Danielle takes
But I'm sure
orders
they're
from
I
friends
think-
and family at
I mean,
home.
we're probably going to stop at least another 3
2,
stores.
3 at least.
2 or 3.
Yeah, so they'll probably beat us, but just the fact that.
It depends if what we. I mean, I don't know how big of a list she has.
But
from people.
yeah, that Tennessee cider company, or not cider company, what the hell was it called? Sorry.
Tennessee Shine.
Tennessee Shine. Matt was our bartender. He was great. Thank you for hooking us up.
Whatever.
I hope my wife didn't make you laugh too hard. And then Karen was the
Karen.
owner. And we met her, and she got us turned on to some different kinds of
Karen
new
was a
stuff
good
that
sales
they.
lady.
And she might be the manager. or
That's
some
not
sort.
on the. I guess not on the menu, but she was willing to share and sell us some bottles. And then Madison, which
the cashier.
yeah, she checked us out and make sure we had everything we had in boxes and gave us a what was that? What they called that? A crate.
Bab, we paid for that.
The crate?
Oh yeah, it's part of that thing
Yeah,
that you
it's-
bought.
Yeah.
Oh
like a
yeah,
package.
yeah. It's
You,
in the
you're
package.
acting
Yeah,
like
it's
Miss Karen said, "Oh, here's your crate."
No, not the
Yeah.
crate. I'm talking about showing us like a different alcohol that wasn't on the menu.
Oh yeah, she did
And it was
that.
behind the bar.
Well,
The
and,
best sales tactic ever.
and then Samoji met his idol at the
Come on,
campground
see, let's
here.
not do that.
What do you mean?
No,
well,
let's do
no,
it.
he was a big fan. There's
I mean,
a
you
YouTuber.
make it
it's
look like I wanted to like.
Well, you look like a groupie if I ever.
I am a groupie. That's why I fucking follow the guy.
Hey, language. This is a family show.
Sorry.
We're gonna have to edit that out.
No,
No, there's no editing in
There's
this.
no editing.
You know.
it's raw.
So,
And they're very sweet, though. They were very
Yes,
kind.
they.
Yeah. So tell them about who.
Anyway,
I was we're driving in
I
a
don't know
golf
if you
cart.
guys know him. It's KYD or Keep Your Daydream, and before COVID hit, they came aboard and started making traveling videos via RV, and that's one of my dreams. And I've watched them, and they gave me great advice over on these YouTube shows and things to do, how to prepare it, and everything. And it's a very valuable show, and with 524,000 subscribers, and they had 483 videos.
That's versus the 2 people that are going to watch this video.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. But it was crazy. I mean, and I asked him. I said, "Hey," I said, I just want to say, I asked him. I said, "Are you Mark?"
Well, we're driving. We're
Yeah,
driving
yeah.
in the golf cart, and as I'm driving past this Airstream, Rob yells, "Hey, Mark!" And I'm like, "You know that guy? Like, you know this random guy?"
I do. I do.
And so we
No,
turn
he
around.
didn't know him. He know who he was.
Well, I did admit to the guy. I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I said, I know you. I feel like you're a part of my family. I said, because I
that's
watch.
weird.
Yeah,
I took a
because
step back.
That's creepy.
no, he did not. But and I said to you, I'm a stranger, and he's like,
Yeah,
no. He
you
goes, I understand perfectly. He knew exactly. What
He
I was
probably
talking
gets
about.
it all the time
Right.
at campground.
Because I know so much about his and his wife and his kids. Like his daughter just got married. His
Son just went to
his
college.
one just went to college,
And
and
the dog's name is Charlie.
I won't name the college, but my neighbor, my direct next door neighbor, her son goes to the same college.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of weird that all of a sudden I never thought I was going to meet
So
somebody.
he's
this.
like, can we get a picture? So I'm snapping pictures, and he's like, he calls Jody, and I says, I'll go get Jody. So I come down here. They're cooking. We had tacos tonight. The Margos made some nice tacos.
Yeah, they
it's the
did.
first time I ever had a taco in a bag of Doritos.
Walking tacos.
Walking taco. I know whoever known about it.
We've
but
known about it for years.
I just learned it about this. So anyhow, so I come down here and Jody's cooking a ground beef or she's doing something, and I said, Jody, come on. So I run her up there, and she goes, I don't care about no YouTube or this or that. So when I pull up to the place, she sees them. She goes, oh,
Yeah.
I know you. She didn't know their names, but she knew the name of the dog.
And the dog came running like, yes,
Yeah,
I got a friend.
Charlie.
You know what? One
So
thing we
funny.
did well, there's a couple things that we didn't talk about. A couple of mishaps.
That's for them to explain.
Oh, the
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's not my
That's
story.
the elephant in the room. That's a pretty good story.
that's the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the pink and white polka dotted elephant.
Okay. Dennis almost got us arrested at Buc-ee's.
What? Wait a minute. Where was I?
The smokes.
you
with-
were
with the
lost in
trying to buy a pack of cigarettes. So I mean,
Oh, is this the?
we are
oh,
now
I know what you're talking
banned.
about. Okay.
We are now banned from the Seaverville Buc-ee's. No more brisket sandwiches.
Apparently, if I look like
Company
I'm close
policy.
to 21
Tell them the
years
company
old.
It's
policy
company
first.
policy.
Company policy is if you look like you're under 50, which thank you for that. They ask you for your ID. I said I don't have one, and I said you don't need one in this country anyway. And she says no, you have to have an ID. I said I'll give you my birth date. She says no. She said hold on. Like maybe wait for 5 minutes. Came back with this manager. It was like right in my face and serious. And no, you have to have an ID. So right in front of her, I said, "Hey Pete, get me a pack of Marlboro Red." And he says, "I don't have my ID." I said, "Danielle, give me a pack." She says, "No, you can't buy those cigarettes for him because we know that you're buying them for him." I said, "What are you, the cigarette police? Give me a break."
So our cashier winds up on the sneak, grabbing a pack of cigarettes, scanning it, and putting it on the side. Which was all we're walking out of Buc-ee's. We got our bags of stuff. We give Dennis the cigarettes. Oh, these are the wrong ones. So everything would have been fine and dandy if he would have just taken the damn cigarettes that we got him and not go back in. So now my poor wife, goes back in and tries to exchange these for the right ones. And super manager Karen comes over. Oh no, first there was the other one behind the team leader behind the counter. And she got, in the end, this poor girl almost got fired because Dennis had to have a pack of cigarettes. But wait, there was cigarettes in
more.
my truck.
Well, I just
And
wanted a pack of cigarettes just
he
so I
bought
could
a
have
pack
one
of
outside.
cigarettes so he could smoke it outside Buc-ee's before we got to the truck. Instead of going to the truck, coming back with the cigarette, and just smoke it. It was pouring rain though.
Like he didn't know they were there.
Yeah, I don't know if.
I just wanted a cigarette. I was willing to pay the $8 for a cigarette. So anyway, and another story. I went on the way from the track to the campground. I stopped and got fuel. So I go in. I tell them 200 on this pump, and it's $7 a pack for cigarettes. Now up by me, it's $13 a pack. And so I said, "Can I get 2 cartons?" So they charged me $178. I said, "Wait a minute, they're $7." They said, "Well, if you buy 2 packs, you can get them for $7." So I said, "So you mean I have to actually buy 2 packs, 2 packs, 2 packs, 2 packs, 2 packs,
2 packs 10 times.
So the first thing she asked me when I got the cartons is for an ID, and I said I don't have one. It's in the truck. So she asked me for my birthday. She put that in. That's fine. She said, "Do you have a Buc-ee's card?" I said, "No."
No, it wasn't Buc-ee's. It was another.
No, not
store.
Buc-ee's card. Marathon or whatever.
Pilot.
You have a pilot card? No. So then I realized it's $178. I said, "Well, it's $38 difference." I said, "For that, I'll go 2." Look
what
at the
is that?
size of
That thing. Good Lord.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. No, mosquito.
So anyhow, so now she says to me, I said, "Okay, well, I'll buy him 2 packs at a time then." So she says, "Okay, do you have your license?" I says, "No, I just told you I don't have a license." She said, "Okay, do you have a pilot card?" I said, "I told you I don't have a pilot card." So she goes to ring them up. No, first she asked me for those 2 things again to give me the refund for the
That's right.
$178. So then she's ready to go 2 packs, 2 packs, 2 packs. She asked me for the 3rd time for my license and the 3rd time for the pilot card. And I'm looking around. Is this a hidden camera show? And so then she says, she goes, "Oh, well, you don't have a pilot card. You can't get the 2 packs for $7."
You have a house card.
So
That's
I
what I
can't
told
get the 2 packs for $7. I said, "I'll sign me up." All I keep seeing is $38 difference. I'll sign up. She says, "You got to load the app." Now my phone's in the car. I'm like, "You got to be kidding me." I said, "Okay, just ring the damn things up." So so then I go out to pump the gas, and the gas won't pump. It's not working. I come back in. I said, "It's not working." She says, "Oh, it timed out." So when I come into the RV, I said to the lady, "I got a story for you."
Well, how much is a carton of cigarettes at home then?
$130, I guess.
So you still, even by buying them at full price, you still made out.
Yeah, I was. I
Yeah,
still
yeah,
made
pay
out,
for
but I
It's a
just
principle.
He had to pay for the entertainment.
for the aggravation.
I mean, to hearing about this was worth $38 to me.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, isn't there an entertainment tax now that you got to pay on some places?
I don't know.
Yeah, they
I-
have to pay it.
So
that's
it's
ridiculous.
time for the girls' debut.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's
So
not.
Yeah,
we're
we'll
gonna
just
get
turn
up
the
and they're
camera
gonna
around.
sit down
I'm
and they
gonna
could
sit with
they
Rob.
could
No,
talk
stay
about
there so you're nice and warm.
No, yeah, just keep it running.
I don't want to be in the middle.
Here they are.
You get in the middle. You,
Okay.
oh,
Come on.
I'll go on the end.
Hold on.
You guys can talk about whatever you want. We
Lena's
won't
not in
heckle you.
You got 15 minutes to talk about
Which over,
whatever
Chica?
you.
Is it straight?
I think they told all the stories though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
No,
told
we
all the
didn't.
good
No, you
ones.
can just talk about your experience.
So, for the race, ladies, what would you change?
She pours
Let's let them do their thing.
As racer wives of racers, what would you have changed?
RC wives,
Yes, RC wives. Yes.
East Coast ambassador right here.
There you go. I don't know. I was worried about the people on that hill.
Oh, yeah,
It was very precarious.
yeah.
There was people could have gotten. Somebody did get hurt, didn't they? I didn't see it.
Yeah, that
They saw
divot.
it.
Like
Yeah.
they have to either like put a piece of wood around that one corner or like a little plank.
Yes.
Because that poor little old guy, like he twisted his ankle and the poor guy like had to like have 2 people like help walk him out. That was
Poor thing.
terrible.
Poor
My
thing,
heart
yeah,
hurt.
so we're worried about the health and well-being
Yeah.
of the poor marshals.
Yeah.
And if we had enough wine.
Yes. Yes.
But besides that,
I don't know. It was
and your-
dusty in there.
oh, they definitely have to water down the track.
Yes. Or leave some windows open. Or great big door or something.
Problem is, there's glare during the day.
That's not my problem. As a spectator,
Yeah. That was terrible. You needed like a respirator, like a full like bio. Like our glasses, we had to go like this.
and our men
was
sitting
terrible.
in their little horsey stalls.
Yeah, yeah.
That was cute.
But we kept them fed. Thanks
We
to
did.
you.
I did most of the cooking. I did. I said it's kind of like being home, cooking and cleaning most of the time. But what else?
I can't say much.
Yeah. Well, this
I
is,
found out boondocking is not for me. The whole no electric, no water.
oh well. What you have to tell the
Was that
the elephant in the
Oh,
room?
was that the elephant in the room?
That is the elephant in the room. So
That might be.
Oh.
If
Well, the
not,
elephant in the room.
if not, they have a better story. I don't know.
Yeah. So the one generator went, and we had to buy a new generator, which okay.
you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. So Rob goes and buys a new generator. It runs out of gas. So I thought the good doting wife. We woke up really cold because it was like 30 degrees in the morning. Like it was so cold. I said, I'll go and get gas at the gas station. Not knowing he locked the generator up to the front of the truck, the brand new generator. So I back up and I do hear stones and crunching. It's not like I didn't hear what was going on. I just thought I was pulling out a little bit too fast. And then I go forward and I'm like, okay. And then I hear, oh. I thought, oh, no. So I reversed the truck with the generator.
Under it.
So it was okay until like I went to go forward it and I ran over it.
Yes, and the spectators
A 2-day generator.
unfortunately did
Not even 24 hours old
Yes.
generator. Now
it looks well used.
yeah, and no one's gonna take it, and it still purrs like a kitten. But if someone would come by and look at it, they're like, "I ain't taking that shit. Let it there, because I can take the man's downstairs." But the point is the people across the parking lot, because I didn't have the music on. When I got out of the truck, they were looking. So if you see something, say something. They could have been like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! What? Stop!" But this poor, he must have been like 19 or 20. He was down by you guys.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm so sorry. I tried to take my bike as fast as I could to tell you to stop."
Not enough time.
But yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We survived.
Yeah, and it still works. So the predator became the prey. It still works.
She still prays.
Yeah, she's still working.
That's all that matters.
We're having a
and
great
this was so we did not know each other before this trip, and so we have bonded, and now I have 2 new friends.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
is very special and nice, and we've been indulging in our apple wine, delicious.
Lots of bottles. I think we're on our 4th.
Very yummy.
Yes.
But everyone at the racetrack was nice and kind.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Definitely. Definitely like camping at the campground better.
Yes.
But it is an experience for a few days. And then we had serene atmosphere here.
Yeah.
Yes.
All but the guy in the laundromat.
Oh boy.
You don't touch no one else's laundry.
The lady literally came back within 5 minutes of her laundry being done, and he was pulling her laundry out
He
of the
took her
washer.
laundromat out. Like took her laundry, and she had like her alarm set. And she's like, "Oh, I was walking, I heard it, and I was like getting back as fast as I could." I was like, "If you would touch my laundry, we'd be like,
We'd be fighting.
not okay."
Sorry,
not
that would not happen in New Jersey.
No.
Sorry. You don't touch other people's stuff. If it was there for an hour, maybe.
Yeah.
But 5 minutes, no. You
And
don't
he was
touch-
from Georgia, and he was not a Georgia peach, because that's what they say. People from Georgia are Georgia peaches, right?
And I told her that. I was like, he's from Georgia. She's like, he's not a peach.
Yeah. I was like, and he don't have a friend in Pennsylvania.
Oh.
And then when we were trying moonshine, Miss Jody over here says that there should be some kind of cauliflower flavor.
Go ahead, tell them because I get very angry. I can't even tell that story.
And there was a very Sour Patch person that was just terrible. And then continued to make comments to Jody as she walked out of the store.
And then they had this Houdini shirt, which
Oh, and your dog's name is Houdini.
exactly. And they had like a Houdini moonshine, and then I mean,
It's known to drop
I
panties.
guess
Oh,
he's
I don't need my panties dropped. Thank you very much.
but it was a
I'm
T-shirt,
good. I'll
and
pass.
it just had like a woman with her like panties, like, and I was like, oh, I need this. She's like, oh, that's so derogatory. I was like, my dog's name is Houdini. I think he's like a Casanova, and she goes, just like your cauliflower. I was like, well, did you ever try like ring bologna? Or if you come to Pennsylvania, I'll be more than happy to give you like pig's feet and souse and like cauliflower. She was so mean to me. I was like, I don't like you. She was not a nice lady. I don't know where she was, but where was she from? I don't know, but
Not sure.
Miss that.
not nice. You don't got nothing nice to say, just
Don't say anything.
no.
That's the lesson for today.
That is, yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. I don't have my,
Well, this was very impromptu, so we apologize for the.
Yes.
so
The lack-
cheers ladies, and then we're gonna,
Till next time.
yeah, sign off.